are back with another episode from the 3 PMS ladies. Woo woo!
Yeah. You're on the same page. No.
You dry people. Okay. So I am your girl Queen P.
I'm Snoop.
And I'm back, not due to popular demand. I am the Shade Queen, but because I'm covering Mad Nick, I am Mad Shade Queen. Okay?
Yeah.
I am Queen P's sister, even though she denies it.
True.
We're still waiting for the DNA test results.
We are. But yeah, Mad Nick couldn't be with us today, so Shade Queen, thank you for
So far, she's
filling
done
in.
a really good job. There's a bit of crazy talk there.
You've been drinking again? That's why you don't like me.
Okay, so we're just going to jump straight into it. As the last time you were here, Shade Queen,
Yep.
you went through about this program called Dates from Hell. So I've had a lot of feedback about this Dates from Hell. And so we've brought you back as the Dates from Hell specialist.
Yes.
to give us more stories. I mean, you've watched more episodes. For those people who can't afford to have the full Sky package and have just got Freeview, won't have, what is it, Quest Red? Quest Red. It's a channel on Sky.
Yep.
But, you know, you've been blessed enough to have finances enough to be able to have full Sky privileges. So you're going to give the people what they want, and they don't even have to pay for it. Imagine that.
Yeah,
how nice are we?
How blessed are you?
So this is a Shade Queen takeover. Take it away.
Yes, takeover part 2. Okay, so because of the last 2 episodes I watched, which I was happily and very entertained with, I was like, you know what? Let me continue this. This is very entertaining. This
Nice.
can't get any more crazy. Okay, brace yourself, people.
Unbuckle up.
Get your seatbelts on.
Hold on to your weave.
Hold on. We're going for a ride. Okay. Yesterday night I watched 2 more episodes.
Ooh.
And okay, so I
Episode one?
normally tell it in the order that I watched it, but if I do that, you might not, be ready for the second one.
Okay, so the most dramatic one,
we're leaving.
yeah.
So I'm going to talk about the one I watched second, which was about an online date, which is relevant since we talk about online dating on this show. So okay, so let me set the scene for you people. Okay, this is in Canada somewhere, and a guy, he's 30 something, he's single, wants to meet some new ladies.
Is he hot?
He's no,
Okay.
but not everyone's someone's type, but not for me, and he's I think new to some area in Canada. And he wants to try internet dating. It's the new thing. And, he's a bit of a shy guy, build up some confidence online.
Right.
So he's just scanning, and then he comes across this profile for this lady called Sheena.
Hello, Sheena.
Sheena, yeah. So she's also 30-something in that area of Canada.
Nice.
So he's like, okay, she looks nice, blonde, blue eyes, attractive, la la la. So he goes, okay, let me hit her up, start some conversation.
Slide in them DMs,
exactly.
as they say.
So he does, and she responds, and it's all nicey, all message, and so they build up towards the whole date thing. I remember it's all message.
Yeah.
So they're like, she's like, we can have a date. You can come over to my house and la 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 la.
Come over to my house. Ding, 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 ding.
No.
Anybody listening to this, dude, that is not a good idea.
No.
You do not know this person. He can be a killer.
As I was watching this, we're with Victor again. He looked at me and he was like, you remember a man like Marco? Yeah. He was like, this is if anyone says come to the house for date number 1, you don't go because it's
got to be neutral basis, mate.
Yep, exactly.
So this man's getting excited. He's thinking he's going to get some.
Yep.
He got something, but not what he was going
Oh my
get.
God.
So, okay. So, come on, you know it's going to go bad at
Of
some
course.
point.
Come on, that's
You
what's called
still-
Date from Dates
you
from Hell.
still
Come
don't
and
know-
get to the
you still
juice.
don't- hold on, I'm building you up.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So bad for her.
Okay,
I think it was going to be for him.
so what's it called? So she gives him directions. She doesn't give an exact address. She gives him directions to how to get to her home.
Right.
And she explains she's got problems with the landlord, so he can't go through the front door. But there's a garage,
Right.
and she'll leave it half open. He goes to the door, and she'll be able to see him through a camera. She likes what she sees. She's gonna come out.
That's weird.
Oh. She likes what she. If she likes what she sees.
That's what they said. So remember, this is all reconstruction, like crime watch, and you know, the person it happened to is explaining, and you know, la. So so he's nervous but excited. Yeah, I'm gonna go meet Sheena. You know, so he's driving. He gets to where he's supposed to get, and he can see there's a door, but he can't go through there. There's the garage, which is open, but just think like past the knee, like halfway up the side, maybe like a meter and a little bit. So okay, that's the thing. So he goes underneath
lumber
and goes underneath, and he just sits there waiting, and he's thinking, okay,
where is she?
She's gonna come.
So at this point, he's in her house.
Yeah, he's in the garage.
In the garage where he said that he's gonna meet her. Well, a woman doesn't come out. A man comes out.
What? Oh, Lord.
A man with all dressed in black, with a black and gold striped hockey mask.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. So the guy pulls out a gun.
As in the one with the hockey mask?
Yeah.
Pulls out a gun? Oh my God.
Come on, the guy.
You don't come on your date with a gun, do you?
Listen, you said dates from hell. This is America.
Shut. No, it's Canada.
Okay, whatever.
So he pulls out a gun. He's like, get down. So, okay, the guy's, you know.
Panicking, you know.
What do you do? If someone pulls out a gun and says,
you
get down, you get down.
it.
He goes, turn around, hands on the head. So he's on his knees with his hands on his head. He's thinking, oh my God, I'm going to die. But at that point, it's just comply.
Yeah.
So all he hears is duct tape. So the guy gets duct tape across his eyes.
Oh my God. What about his eyebrows?
Well, look. Hey, in the grand scheme of things, if he loses his eyebrows, that's a lucky escape. Yeah. So he duct tapes his mouth as well. And then
it's middle of the night, right?
This is the middle of the night. Yeah, it's a romantic
Christ.
date, you know, in the middle of the night in
real
some
romantic.
garage. Yeah, so he's thinking he's gonna die. So the next thing he hears is actually, let me explain it differently. So what happens is once he's got the duct tape on, the guy in the mask puts his gun down and he picks up handcuffs. Now the guy who's on the floor is thinking that he thought that the guy was undoing his belt buckle. So he starts thinking, I'm going to get raped. Whereas the guy was just going to handcuff him. So he was like...
Yeah, probably rape him after, but you know, still.
So he thought, if I'm going to die, I ain't getting raped before I die.
That's my guy.
And if I'm going to die fighting and on my terms. So all of a sudden, he just, you know, rips off the stuff and he starts fighting the guy.
Good.
And then the guy picks up the gun, points it at the guy. The guy looks at the gun and he realised the gun's plastic. The gun's plastic. So these guys go into swings, innit?
Good.
And then the guy, what's it called? Tasers. The guy in the mask tasered him.
Oh, right.
The taser. But he didn't go down completely, but they're still scuffling.
Yeah.
So the
once
guy...
I realise it's not a gun, I'm running. Anyway, but
just roll back out that garage door.
So he tried. So as they're fighting, he's kind of letting the guy in the ski mask win, so he can kind of edge towards the end of the go, so he can slide out.
Yeah.
Good.
And that's what he does. So he tries to slide out. So he gets he has to go under.
Oh my God.
And he gets up, but as he gets up, he falls, and he falls. He goes, "Has he been injured?" But he said he couldn't. He said he couldn't move his legs. He was like, the thing with the taser, it actually weakened him. He's running on adrenaline.
Right.
And so once he got out, he just had literally no energy. It was like his legs was not working. So the guy in the hockey mask comes under and starts to drag him back by his legs. And you can see, so much just like this, like
it's
gravel.
Like some kind of horror film. And honestly, I don't do horror.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So he was like, what am I gonna do? I literally can't do nothing. So it gets dragged back to the garage door, but the guy has to go underneath to pull him under. So he used that time. The guy was pulling up to kick him, gets back and scrambles. He scrambles away, and the guy comes under and starts chasing him. And as they turn, he's trying to run towards his car. As they turn the corner, they both run into a couple coming home. So everyone stops. It's like, imagine
what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And so the guy who was going for the date goes, that guy's trying to mug me. And the other two people like, huh?
But you got a ski mask on.
No,
the other one? The other one.
Yeah, the victim.
Okay,
Because
sorry.
that guy's trying to mug me.
Yeah.
And so the guy in a hockey mask looks quite awkward, and he runs back to the garage. And so this guy, I think his name was Gilles something. Some
Who
French
cares?
name.
Who
Sorry,
cares?
if
Anyway,
I don't want to offend anyone. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. Sorry. So he goes back to the car and he just drives off as fast as he can.
Oh my
I think
God.
a little bit after he had to stop to kind of collect himself.
Yeah, of course.
Imagine that. He's like, that's crazy. So he gets home and the first thing he does, he looks at he goes back to the dating website and I really, really wanted to say that the Sheena had said, great day, let's do it again. I really planned to say that, but that's not what happened. Say next week, baby. What happened was Sheena's profile was gone.
Yeah,
all the messages were deleted. La 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 la. And he was thinking, I don't know. What if the person followed me? What do I do? Do I go to the police? Do I tell this person? Do I do that? And do you know what the guy did?
What?
Nothing.
No.
He did nothing.
He should have called the police.
Because he could do that to someone else.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to create another profile.
Yeah.
He said he was so ashamed. He said he was so embarrassed. He didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to do anything. Of course, that kind of thing would play on your mind.
Yeah.
So, of course, days went by, weeks went by, and he said, okay, there was no craziness. And nothing craziness, nothing happened with that situation after that. I said, but 1 month later.
Oh, Jesus.
Just when you thought it was over.
Oh, yeah. It is a dates from hell. It gets worse. 1 month later, he's just, at home, whatever, on a random night. He starts watching the news. And they start talking about a murder. Ooh. And, you're just watching television. There's murders all the time. And they're talking about an investigation and an appeal for help. They said, there's this person potentially murdered, gone missing. And the whole thing was, that they've got a suspect, but they know that there's another victim who is potentially alive. And he was like, yeah, whatever. And then they showed the person missing, and then they showed the garage.
Oh.
And then they showed a picture of the ski mask, and this guy was like freaking out. And so like appealing for witnesses. They said something to do with a website, all the details kind of thing. And so, of course, he called the police and he said, the person you're looking for is me. So he told the police, he told the police the story of what happened. And they said, what happened was someone's gone missing. And the only reason they have the suspect is because the person who went missing, before he went on the date, he gave the direction to, Sheena was now Jen. He gave Jen's address details to his friends.
Good, thank God.
And when he didn't return home, his friends went to the police, said, we don't know where this person is.
But this was the last place he was going.
He went to that place.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So they had this dead or missing person's blood trace in the garage and in the suspect's car. But because they had no body, and it was hard to prosecute without another witness. But where they've gone after, where they've searched the suspect's house, they've found details on his computer. He created a 32-page document of what he'd done to the guy that got away and to the missing guy.
Oh my God.
And he was also a filmmaker.
Is he psychotic?
Yeah.
Clearly.
He was also a filmmaker who wrote a film based on that. The whole it's a date thing, a date from hell. You come under the garage and you get
the title of the film is Dates from Hell.
Probably.
So wait. So did he write the book and then try to live it out?
Yeah, and then wrote a 32-page document
on it
about what he did. That's how the police knew
it was him.
This is how they linked, and they knew that there was somebody out there that got away because he detailed in intricate details and the stories matched. So of course they went to court and the guy was obviously found guilty. And
so they actually caught the suspect. They had the suspect. Okay,
they had the suspect,
but they couldn't prosecute
because there was no body and. There's no living witness that they knew. They knew that there was a living witness, but they didn't know who exactly.
Snoop, didn't I tell you that this is intense?
So what's it called? So of course they got.
And imagine the second one's worse. Sorry, go on.
Oh, this is nothing. This is like Disney compared to what's coming next. Oh my God. Anyway, so what's it called? So of course, they got the guilty verdict, and it took them 2 years. Took the police 2 years to convince the guilty guy to tell them where he hid the body.
Oh my
so
god.
He didn't kill him.
He did. He killed him and he dismembered him, and he dumped his body in a sewer.
That is what he was going to do to that first guy.
Mm-hmm.
So of course it took the family 2 years to be able to
Get
their
rest and
family's
get
body parts to
Yeah.
try to bury and have some kind of funeral. So
You got to be careful out there.
So the moral of this story is, of course, it's hard to know who you're meeting, especially if it's a blind date. Or you can know someone for ages and then they can turn into a psycho. But if you're going somewhere, especially for someone you're meeting the first time, please let someone know exactly where you're going.
That was his only mistake. Not really.
And I was watching it with my brother, who's just sitting there laughing at me in my head in my hands, and that it was like, just like I said, like Marco, make sure when you're going out on the first date you meet in public.
Yes.
And I want to know his name, his driver's license, his
sake.
license
Yeah.
plate number, his
Exactly.
email address, his everything.
But see, that's the thing though, because most women will probably do that. Men think, oh, I'm going to a woman's house.
Men too.
Yeah, but men think I'm going to a woman's house, I'm going to be okay. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Most women wouldn't go to a man's house on a first date.
No.
Not unless they want to get down.
To be honest, for a guy, before a guy though, if a chick asks me, do you want to come over and whatever.
Yeah, they're thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to get
I
some.
know,
Yeah, he got some, all
you
right.
got to have a little bit of alert on it as well.
Yeah.
Like, unless, I don't know, I just feel like, really come over to yours, you're not even worried about who the hell I am or whatever.
Well,
It was a stupid risk on his part. Someone you've never met, coming down to their house on the evening. I can understand if she invites you out, and do you want to come to mine, and then we can go off somewhere. But but I don't know. Guys too need to be careful, is what I'm just saying. Honestly.
Exactly.
Because imagine if it was Sheila there,
Yeah.
and Sheila had a butcher knife, and she's all
Yeah,
upset because
single
her man
white
left
female
her.
on
It's
him.
like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It could have been that way. Cool.
Exactly. It's so sad. It's so sad. I'm so
sad
glad
it's
he
there.
got away. But what he should have done, I know obviously hindsight is 2020. He should have called the police straight away.
But I understand the
straight
embarrassment,
away.
though.
I understand,
Yeah,
like,
but still.
Guy,
I discussed this at length with Victor as well, and I just said, and that's the first thing I said to Victor when he finished. I said, if he had gone to the police,
Yeah, he could have
that other
stopped.
man might still be alive today.
Yeah.
But it was just a sad situation. But it's done. It is what it is.
Moral of the
Lesson
story:
for
stay in
us.
your yard. Okay, stay in your damn yard. Oh, I don't even know if I'm ready for episode 2. I don't even know.
Bring
because
I've got a feeling this is going to be my second and last appearance.
it might just be.
I hope no one's listening to this
Like, no
as
more
they're about to
shade,
go to
please.
bed.
And to think I had my popcorn and my hot cocoa, and all of a sudden I wasn't hungry or thirsty. I was like,
Okay, go for it. Next one.
Okay, episode 2, which was episode 1 that I watched anyway.
Yeah.
Right, okay, get ready. So, boy and girl are friends. Yeah.
Is this in America? It's all in America.
America.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
America. So they've known each other for years. The girl's name is Yvette. The guy's name is Zach. Friends for years. Like, families know each other. They're cool. And they get to the end of senior year or whatever. So they're 18 at this stage. I don't know how the American system works. I don't know. But I know that they're 18. And what's it called? Zach decides to ask Yvette out on a date.
Oh, okay.
They've been platonic for years, but then she's like, yes, okay.
Finally.
Yeah,
My
so
dreams
of
have come
course
true.
They're getting ready for their date, and she's excited, and she's like, what are we
Nice.
going to do? And he says, okay, we're going to go to our, favourite local pizzeria.
Eatery, yeah.
We're going to eat some pizza, and the rest is a surprise.
Oh Lord, this is why I hate surprises.
This is why I don't
hate
get
surprises.
sprinkles on my ice cream. Just keep it like it is.
So at this point, Victor was like, this was the first mistake. No surprises. So they get ready. They go for their date. They go to their they have a cheese and ham calzone. It's all
remembering all the details.
There's stuff you do when you're 18, looking
Yeah.
lovely to eyes in a cheap pizzeria. So this is near Salt Lake City in Utah. I don't know what that means to you guys, but America's America, So after they have their pizza, they go for their surprise, and at 18 they can drive. So Zach, who's planning the state, so he drives, and so they drive. They've got a lot of greenery in Salt Lake City, Utah. So they go into like kind of like a forest kind of area, lots of terrain and all sorts, and they stop at this point where it starts getting dark, where they can see the moonlight, and it's like, this is such a beautiful night. He pulls out his camera. They've got a tripod. They start taking pictures. It's all nice. They've got a river and everything. So it's nice and romantic. And she thinks she's going to get a kiss soon and
a little bit
all
more.
that. And so all's going well. And then Zach goes, I hope you don't mind for this part, because I've invited a couple of people. At this point, I'm going, no. But because Yvette's known him for years, she goes, okay.
Yeah, well, you would think.
Would.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, there's nothing that makes you guard up.
And to be fair, it's probably going to be people that she knows.
Yeah.
They've had their,
and we've had a little date.
He had a little date. Like, he drops me off, he's going to give me a kiss kind of thing.
Look, I just want to slightly interrupt. If I went out on a date and then, like, let's say me and Snoop went out on a date and then Snoop went, I've got a couple of people, I'd be like, hell to the no, bitch.
Take me home.
I don't trust your house. What do you mean take me home? I'll take her keys, I'll get in by myself. I'll leave it there for friends.
Boy.
I'm joking.
She ain't. Don't even try it. She ain't.
So where they are, of course, it's forest kind of area. They're next to like a lake. Yeah. And where they've parked is like 100 yards away. Mm-hmm. So they see a car pulling up. Yeah. And someone gets out, and she thinks, this must be the person.
The friends.
A friend. But it's one person. But this person, it's like 100 yards. So it's this man who's walking on the path, and then he kind of sidesteps, starts walking in the bushes. And then he goes back on the path. This is what I was like, what?
Is he drunk?
Walking on the path. Then he goes back into the bushes. And eventually he gets to them. And then he starts asking for directions. So she's like, so he's not the person that is just coming with people. So he's asking for directions for a certain place. So they've turned around. They've gone, no, we don't know. We don't know where X, Y, and Z is. And he go and after that, of course, you're like, okay, good luck. Turn around to what they're doing.
And is he still walking in and out bushes?
Who knows? Reverse on the way back into the bushes, out of the bushes. And then Yvette said all she heard was 2 bangs.
Ooh. Okay. What happened was,
I've realized that this is the point where I'd always want to say a joke, but I can't do it just yet until you know exactly what happened.
Okay.
What happened was, this person that asked for direction pulled out a magnum, bang, 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 shot.
Shooting them.
Shot, yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, who did he shoot?
Shooting
at
them. At the kids.
Yvette
at them.
Yeah,
shooting at Yvette and Zach. Yes, he pulled out a magnum, massive gun, and emptied his barrel.
Oh
shot.
My God.
Okay, so what happened next? Did he kill Dad?
So he's literally shot till he ran out of bullets. And they've both hit the floor, multiple bullet wounds.
Oh my God.
And what's it called? Yvette said that she just, of course, it's shock, isn't it? Because they were both turned, they had their backs to the guy, as you would. Sorry, we don't know the directions.
Yeah.
You're not
carry on about your business.
You're not going,
and watch him walk away.
They carried on taking pictures and, looking into the night and whatever.
Yeah.
And so, of course, they're both on the floor. And, of course, it's shock, isn't it? And she just said her eyes were wide open, like, what's just happened? She's like, I'm still alive, but if I move, he might let me just stay still. He's going to go. And then I can, Zach's probably thinking the same thing. Right. And we're going to try and call for help. But then the guy starts reloading his gun.
Oh.
Come on, why do you think I didn't tell this story first? If I told this story first, I could be telling you about, the online.
So listen, please, come on. I want to know how this ends.
Bitch run.
So what's it called? The guy reloads and he aims for her head. She's on the floor and he empties his barrel. But he misses her with every shot somehow.
Jesus.
Oh, that's only Jesus. God. That's God.
He's not that far away, but it's quite dark, so he's just shooting. He's probably think he's got her multiple times.
What the?
So all she did was stay still, and she said that she had her eye. It's one thing when when you have dead people have to have their eyes shut, but they're more likely to be acting. She had her eyes like wide,
seeing everything. Yeah.
she just froze. And so what happened next was the guy got in her face, literally. And probably checking, is she moving? She just said she just didn't move. She said she couldn't blink, couldn't move, couldn't breathe.
She was scared stiff.
Of course. So after that, she said his hands moved to her hips.
Hey.
She was like, oh my God, I'm going to get raped.
Hey, on top of all of that, why would you want to rape a dead body?
Listen, people have necrophilia. Was it necrophilia?
Yeah.
People do all the time, man.
Some people, that's a completely different show. Yeah. You wouldn't catch me watching that. Not even Friday night on any night. Not thank you. Boy. So what happened was, he wasn't trying to rape her. He was trying to rob her. Oh. So he took her purse and her phone or whatever.
And just asked for that with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I've
got a story about that in a second.
He's robbed Zach as well. So she says she remembers just trying to read before. So he gets up and he starts moving and she starts trying to reach for Zach's hand. But she said she was just like completely frozen apart from trying to, reach for his hand kind of thing. So she just stays still and then she hears engine start and then
is that his car or their car that he's driving away?
She does because she's trying not to move.
She don't care. Even though let him go.
Even though it's 100 yards away, if someone starts trying to move, he might be looking. She doesn't know if he can see her. And if he comes to see her, he's already tried to put 1,000,000 bullets in her. He's gonna come back and try to put more bullets in her.
Of course.
So all she knows is that this person has gone, and so she starts trying to move. Yeah. She was like, I don't know what's going on with Zach. I know I'm kind of
I'm still alive.
I'm still alive. Let me try go get help for him. I don't know what's going on here. So she says she tries to get up, but she falls.
Of course.
Multiple gunshots, and some of them have got in her leg or what, but she doesn't know exactly where or how many times she's been shot. Yeah. So she tries to move and she can't move so much. Yeah. But then what happens next is that another car pulls up. A car pulls up.
Maybe the friends.
Might have been the friends, but she doesn't know if it's the shooter coming back. Yeah. So please, come on. Thank God it wasn't. It was 2 other people, and it might have been people that are waiting. But they get near and then they see that something's wrong, and she was like, "We've been shot. Please call the police. Call the ambulance." Yeah. So these people, they interviewed these 2 people, and they said, "We didn't know if the killer was
still
there.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to. We want to help, but we don't want to get too close." But imagine someone's
but still get your phone out and call police.
But what happened is,
but you're still in your car.
But they've come out 100 yards between the car park and where they were. So and where they are, it's because it was quite high up. No reception. So they said, hold on.
Too much.
So they decided to go back and call for help. But they have to get out in case the killer's still around. I understood. So they were speeding, trying to go back to go find someone. They flagged someone down, but it's taken about 10 minutes. And it was a woman. And they were like, people have been shot. Can you at least call the police? She goes, sure, of course you'd go. Sure, yeah. I'm in my car. So she pulls out her phone. No reception. So she goes, hold it, because I know someone that lives... I'm going to see a friend.
Please, I hope that friend's not the killer.
Oh my God. Let me go to my friend's house and we're going to call the police services to come to the thing. They went fine. So that woman's gone off. And this it was a man and woman. Don't know if they were a couple, but they've decided to go back and at least try to help the victims. So at this stage, Yvette doesn't know if these people are coming back. So she does the only thing she can do. She starts crawling. It's like commando crawling on the floor. So she literally, she said it felt like forever, but she knew that she had to. If these people aren't coming back, she needs to get help because otherwise she's dead. And who knows what's going on with Zach. So she literally commando crawls, and it's 100 yards, which makes that about 90 meters. So you think of almost what Usain Bolt would run. Yeah. And going up as well, and there's sticks and bushes, and they've got bullet wounds as well. Poor girl. So she said she doesn't know how she did it, but she made it.
By the grace of God.
And what's it called? She kind of made it to the roadside. And she thought, let me just get to the road. Someone's going to stop her. I've either got to die or get someone's help. Yeah. So she kind of gets to the road, and
if you not see the way I'm watching her lips, like yes,
she almost gets run over by the two guys coming back. They stop like inches from her head. They were gonna run her over. So they said they had blankets. They're gonna go into probably gonna have kisses in the bushes and have blankets. So they said they pulled out their blankets and they said that she had so many gunshot wounds. They said they were just trying to compress and press down on the gunshot wounds. But they kept changing because there were so many. So they said it wasn't long till the first people to arrive at the police. I was like, what's the policeman gonna do? This woman's dying. She needs an ambulance. And then a few minutes later, the ambulance came. Of course, they attended to the first person that they see, and she was like, my friend's, you know, at the bottom. Go get him. So of course, they stretcher her, rush her off to hospital. By the time they get to Zach's died.
Yeah.
So it was horrible. So
well, you're gonna cry.
I know. I was sad. I was like, poor, because at this point I went, we're not heard from Zach. We haven't even seen Zach because they're the interview. That's I knew, but Zach's dead. So imagine they woke up his mum at 2 a.m. in the morning. To say, that was so sad. It's not a joke. I'm sorry. I'm almost in tears.
You are. I can see you.
So emotional by it.
With his mum as well. So.
Yeah.
So did they find a killer?
Get into that.
Sorry.
So what's it called? So with Yvette, she had multiple surgeries.
Do you know that girl's got? She's got a fighting spirit, yo.
It was on her day.
She had multiple surgeries, lots of physiotherapy just to get up to walk again and stuff. She's okay, you know. She's in her 30s now. She's got a kid. She's had a good life, but of course, you're not going to forget because that was her friend for years, and just like that, he was gone. So what happened was, of course, they had to investigate and find the killer. Let me tell you. Okay, if I was going to commit a crime, of course, I don't think I'd ever get away with it. But I've watched enough episodes of Special Victims Unit. I've watched all them shows about forensics, and of course, you're always going to get caught because of some, you know, stupid mistake you've made. Yeah. But this person, it was like murder. They didn't even follow the Murder 101 guide, if there is one. So when this guy had killed Zach and shot Yvette and robbed them, he doesn't get back in his car. He took Zach's car.
Oh, you idiot! You fool!
So of course they had it wasn't even a stolen car. It was the man's car. If you're going to leave a car, let it be a stolen car. Yeah. He left his own car.
You fool!
So, of course, license, registration. So they got him quick. And, of course, they had fingerprints and, you know, belongings and everything. So they caught him within the first 24 hours. Yeah. And, of course, what the hell is this problem? I don't know. He was a guy from Uruguay, which has nothing to do with it. Yeah. He was unemployed, which was why he was robbed them. And he was trying to get away to go somewhere else. And
what the hell kind of stupid reason is that to
just rob them and get them?
You got the weapon
to kill them,
to scare them,
and then you like full.
He also got life without any chance of parole.
Good.
But
what's the point of that? Now that's what's upsetting, you know. Going on a nice date together and then end up like, just mug me and leave me be. Yeah. So
I was all thinking, what's Zach gonna do to him? And Zach didn't even do.
Zach didn't make it out of anywhere, which is
really sad.
But of course, if I don't have a mind of a killer, but if I was gonna kill, if you're a man who's gonna have more fight, who's gonna be able to go toe to toe with you, the woman, she never knows. She could be Ronda Rousey, you know. She could be. Yeah. But the guy's gonna have more physical strength. Yeah. So I can only imagine that he's shot the guy more because the girl's gonna fight, he can overpower her.
Yeah.
Of course. So he's probably emptied out most of it onto him. And the second round went more for the girl, but missed her completely. So this is how you know you're dealing with an amateur. But anyway, the girl said if she remembers being in hospital and Zach's mum coming to visit her. Oh. What do you tell someone who's just lost their son?
Yeah, you know, there's nothing. You can't tell them anything.
Zach's mum's known her for years, but she said all the mum did was hug her and say, you know, I'm so happy that, you know, you lived, and at least when he died, he wasn't alone, you know, so...
I don't like that. That's so heartbreaking.
Moral of the story is, do not go into the woods and
romantic shit. You don't know who's
there was no
lurking there.
connection.
Yeah.
And if you see somebody going in the bush out of the, because I'm going to be honest, when you start saying that, listen, without going into it, without saying too much, we already know from being from East London about how crazy something. Look, sometimes
stay on the path.
Sometimes, even when I go past crazy people, I do look behind me, like. I need to make sure there's enough of a distance between me and them. Do you know what I mean? Before I feel comfortable. Because when you see them starting to act shady and acting crazy, do you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just go over there because I don't know what this person's deal is, you know?
This is how she was when I was pursuing her in school.
Yep, I'd be hiding. She'd be in the bush.
Like, go have lunch with me. No, I'm all right.
But seriously, guys, when I watched this show last night, I had my popcorn ready. I had my hot chocolate ready, thinking I was going to have
some jokes.
The last one I watched, it was bad, but you can make some jokes out. There was no laughing.
Yeah.
I was just like,
and I think because they were young as well.
They were 18 years old, and they've got people trying to kill them for pocket change. And I don't know what kind of money. What kind of money an 18-year-old or two 18-year-olds,
$20, $10
would have
the change left over from their meal.
He could just put up the gun to them.
So there was no friends. No one turned up.
I don't even know. We didn't even get to that because Zach died. We didn't even know who. It could have been those two people that came up. I don't know, but someone lost their life over a pocket change and the keys to a car. But
please take your crazy somewhere else. Like, people, go kill yourself. Leave the rest of us alone. We're barely just struggling and trying to, handle our lives and shit. For goodness sake.
Let me tell you something about Dates from Hell. I think of course I've got it on season record. Yeah. But I've seen there's a point where they're not showing any more episodes, so I need to go and complain to Quest Red. I think
can't do that to me.
You can't leave me hanging like that. They've left me hanging.
Yeah.
They've drawn me in. Now they've dashed me to the side and gone, okay, Shade Queen, now go watch some. What else am I going to watch? I'm going to top this.
She needs a fix. Okay. She needs a fix.
Yes. Well, we just wanted to say thank you very much for your.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
For your story and your takeover. We appreciate
Quest
that.
Red, I'm going to start in a petition to bring it back. If not, I've got a few more for you guys, but not just yet. I've got a spoon feed it for you guys.
Okay, so on a much lighter note now, I'm gonna propose a question to you guys that I've been getting asked all week, and tell you about a little story before we end the episode.
Segment,
Yep. So, guys, a couple of different people have asked me, would you guys, I'm asking you guys as well, would you date a stripper? That question has been asked to me by about 3 or 4 different people. Would you date a stripper?
Hell to the no.
Okay.
I say, why not?
So I'll give you my opinion, Shade Queen yours, and then we'll end with Snoops. So my thing is, it's such a, the thing is, I think I would date a stripper. I probably wouldn't marry a stripper, but I would probably date a stripper. Only because, for the obvious reasons.
Is it T-Pain?
Huh?
T-Pain in my head like that?
For the obvious reasons, because number one, they're hot. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to have a great body, why not, And then obviously they can bring all their moves, to
wait. So
time.
Do you believe all strippers have great bodies?
Well, look, all strippers should have great bodies. They should, but yes, I have
but
seen.
Some are a work in progress.
Well, they should be in training and not on the stage, for the public.
Well, some girls might like their, skinny man.
A little bit of tubs, starting to grab.
Yeah, some might like a little bit on the, skinny side. Some might like a little bit curvy.
No, sorry.
They got cater to all, innit?
Exactly.
No, they need to cater to me. They need to cater to me. Pack. That's what I want to see. Muscle tone. I want them to have boobs bigger than me. That's what I want to see.
It's not hard.
Shut up.
You need to go to the muscle building ones. That's what you need to be going to.
But yeah, I would. But I can see how I'm the kind that probably wouldn't go to the shows because I don't know how I'd feel. It'd be nice to see them all, going over to my man. But if he gets too handsy with them, or if they get too handsy with him, I'd be a bit like, okay, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, I was just picturing your man on stage and me, or you know what I mean. You know me. Even though I know that's my best friend's man, I'll be like, yes, he's doing a job and I pay for this service.
See, this is the kind of girl. Like, if I dated a stripper, I'd be like, oh yeah, we had a good time last night. She's like, yeah,
yep.
yeah. I know.
I'm gonna see him on Tuesday.
She'll come over for dinner on Sunday, and she'll be like, "How was work last night?"
Yeah. Tell him, Devante, the way you worked it for her yesterday, I heard all about it. I want to see it on stage. Carry on.
I would. I think the only issue that I'd have with that about dating a stripper is the whole once he meets everybody I know and they say, well, what does he do for a living?
Maybe get up and show him.
That would be my only
performing
issue.
Arts.
So I would date a stripper. I don't know if I'd marry them. So Shade Queen.
Look, I can't. I don't know how I could explain that to my mum. She'd be like, what? She'd be like, what? What? She might enjoy the show too. I don't know. My mum was a bit of a freak. But no, true story. A couple of years ago, I think, I don't know, you get caught watching random things on a TV show. On TV, there was a show.
Confession.
Listen, it was a documentary about the Dream Boys.
Right.
And one of the guys had a girlfriend and she was just jealous.
Yeah.
Jealous. Nick Jonas style. No, so it was all right in the beginning, but of course, I think they met. She saw him at a show and then that's how it worked out. But progressively, she kept getting more and more jealous. And there were certain parts of the show she preferred him not to do because sometimes the guys in a position where they could get
right, by the women. Right. Okay.
And she didn't want her man, receiving, a bit from some random chick. So that relationship had to end. And I thought, would I do that? I don't think so. It's just
too much.
It's just too much.
Yeah. So you're saying no.
I'm saying
no.
I'd rather not. Hell to the no.
But what if you married a man? Sorry, I'm gonna go to you in a second. What if you married a man and then let's just say he was an accountant and he goes, baby, I want to change careers.
He's gonna have to change wives.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't change the zeros in my account, then we're good.
Fair enough. So Snoop,
I would date him. I'll date a stripper. You can't. Well, you can't wifey a stripper, so you can't husband a stripper.
Yeah, right.
But if we're dating and stuff, yes, because I'm that kind of girl who would probably be there watching my man do his thing, watching all those hussies drool over him, and be like, yeah, y'all ain't getting nothing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of a power trip, and I feel like yes, I get that every night. He comes home to me, but that's knowing that, like on a level that he's, legit and faithful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
You could do any job. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. It's better I know what you're doing than what I don't know what you're doing. So what makes that any different? You get what I'm saying?
True.
But yes, babe, this is what I do. I love doing it, and it earns me money and, girls clapping, whatever. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Bring your ass home to me later. That's it.
You can be like, dance. I just been on that. Baby, dance.
Yeah, okay. But I can't marry one. Nah.
Okay, cool.
Nah.
Okay. So, which now brings me to the last, I want to say this last story before we conclude this episode of the 3 PMS Ladies podcast show. So, I heard of this story. I heard of it a couple of weeks ago. I had to bring it to the podcast. I heard it a couple of weeks ago when I was on holiday and I couldn't stop laughing. So this guy he's got his, coming back from work, I think, and he has his Louis Vuitton bag. Mm-hmm. And a guy comes up to him and goes, give me your bag. Mm-hmm. So he goes, no, I ain't giving you my bag. No. The guy brings out a gun. Give me your bag. And he says, no. No, I work hard. Yeah, I work hard for this bag. I will die for this bag. Guys, let's be here. Tung, tung, tung. Like, the guy starts shooting. He still doesn't give up the bag.
That's my guy.
He takes off running. The guy's the tung, tung, like shooting up him.
Wow.
Now he gets away, bag in hand. Yeah, he gets away, and then I think obviously he contacts the police, and then later on he realizes okay, maybe I should have just given the bag.
No, there's no point. There's no point. You got away with it. Why go back and start thinking otherwise?
Look, my thing is, I would have done the same thing.
You should have learned how to shoot. That's all.
I mean, I would have done the same thing in terms of if someone just comes up and go, "Give me your bag."
Hell no.
Like, you're just dressed like that.
Yeah.
Bitch, please. I ain't giving you. But the minute they bring out a gun, that's when I'd be a bit like, but the way this guy was like, nope. No. And then, dum, dum. But
I like the fact that he got away with it. That's
so do I. Because I understand, like, people work hard for their things.
Yeah.
You can't just have some Joe Blogs come up and try and take what's yours. I mean, I know the way I am in terms of, if something's mine, you're going to have to fight me to the death. It can be 10p.
Yep.
We're going to fight to the death. If I don't see a weapon, I'm going to fight. I'm going to try and fight. You're not making off with my property. Hell to the no. But if you bring out, look, I'm too cute for bullet holes. You know what I mean? I can't. Like, you know, knife and too cute. Take it.
Oh my goodness.
But, you know, it's not worth your life. That's, you know, what do you think?
But that is his life, though. That is his life. Do you know?
Hard for that
you know,
bag.
yeah, exactly. Do you know how much that must have cost him? I don't know how small or how big, but whichever, it's an achievement for him. Do you know? Rock it back home and say, "I got one." Do you know what I'm saying? Kind of thing. So yeah, I can see why he would do that. I would try it a little bit. I'll probably look at him like, "I dare you. I dare you. Are you really gonna do this? Are you really gonna do this?" But unlike him, I can't run fast, so I'll drop him.
So you might not be able to run fast, but you can dodge. You can dodge a couple of bullets.
Dodge, dive, and dodge. Nonsense and dodge.
So what do you think, Shay Queen?
Well, I've got I definitely agree, but I've got a little bit of experience in this area. Not that I've ever shot anyone or tried to rob anyone, but Queen P, I know you know all about. I don't know how much she's told you about my life. About it was at the beginning of May. I was almost a victim of phone theft. I don't own anything from Louis Vuitton, so I'm not going to have anything from that front. Yeah. But I've said to everybody, everyone said, well, they actually knocked the phone out my hand. They didn't actually get to steal it. It was a moped. You know, we've got a whole moped problem. Those guys on mopeds tried to snatch my phone out my hand. The only thing is, I've got the latest phone, and I hold my phone at the top. So the only thing he's done is grabbed my hand and knocked my phone out my hand, and it's fallen on the floor closer to me. So I've picked it up, but I saw there was another moped on the side of the road. So literally, a moped came onto the pavement to try and snatch my phone, and then they had buddies beside them, guy in a moped and one behind. So I had 4 people, and
for one phone.
Wow. I've got the latest phone. I know that this phone is worth hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
So in the moment, I wasn't scared. I was prepared to fight 4 people.
Mm-hmm. That's the
just the audacity,
spirit,
right?
Like,
no, the audacity of it.
My first thoughts was like, "How? What?
Yeah.
Really?" I was like, "You want some of this?"
Yeah.
But really, I thought, okay, 4 against 1, I'm gonna go down quickly. But I've watched enough Olivia Benson, enough SVU. All I need is to get some skin, a hair sample, or draw blood.
Yeah.
That is it. And I thought, in a few seconds, I can achieve one or all 3. But once I picked up the phone, they all sped off, and it's like it was close to where I work. I work in an area of rich people, and everyone at work was like, "Oh my God, are you all right?" I was like, "Man, I'm all right. I'm not hurt. It's cool." And I told everyone a story. Like, you're so brave. And someone said, "What if they, had a knife or threw acid?" I was like, "I wasn't thinking about that."
Yeah, but thanks.
I was like, you never know what you do until you're put in that situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, I don't know. I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah.
People say, "Why don't you go back to work to get a cab?" I was like, "Look, I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about getting myself home." I was like,
but remember, you didn't talk about the little boy.
"Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, we should be talking about Louis Vuitton, but I'm gonna come back." But yeah, so yes, they tried to snatch a phone. They didn't. I picked it up, and then all 4 of them went. And it was broad daylight. It was 4:30 in the afternoon on a random Tuesday, 1st of May. And I carried on walking, because I normally walk quite far back from my work to my home. And I just thought, I'm just going to keep on walking. I'm not going to turn around in case they about turn and get me and trying to go back towards my workplace. I'm just going to just keep walking forward and walk fast. And I walked fast anyway, but I was walking double time. So about 5 minutes later, I was just stopping to cross the road. And then there was a kid. He was about 14, 15, about 5'11", was like, Miss, are you okay? I was like, I ain't no teacher. I was like, who are you? He was like, oh, I saw what happened. They took your phone. I was like, mate, no one is taking my phone. I saw the moped come onto the pavement, and I tried to film, but it happened so quickly. All I got was them speeding away. And I was like, I swear afterwards I looked around and I saw nobody. He was like, no, it happened. I was crossing onto the road. So I wasn't actually like quite on the pavement. He was like, that was nuts. I was like, I've never seen anything like that. I was like, do you think I'd be on this pavement if I'd seen anything like that kind of thing? He was like, are you all right? I just came to make sure you were okay and wanted to see if we could go to the police together. I was like, God bless you, you know, we need good people like you, you're trying to help me, some random stranger, you know. I was like, no, I'm good, I didn't get my phone, I'm all right. So literally, we walked together because we were going in the same direction for 10 minutes. He just made sure I was all right. I was like, look, thank you, shook his hand out, thank you so much, kind of thing. And he went. Moral of the story is you just don't know what mind, you know. I thought about it later on, I thought, I could have died for my phone, you know. I was like, this stuff is insured. I can have another one of these in 24 hours once, you know, I ring up EE to say it's been stolen. But I work hard for my money.
You work hard for something, and the audacity of someone trying to pinch you.
I'm not just gonna give it up. Yeah, especially because, you know, my last phone, most of the functions were at the bottom, so I'd hold it close to the bottom, and not like most people, and they normally snatch from the top. Yeah. But because all of the functions are at the top, I hold it at the top, which is why they snatched my hand. Yeah. And it was weird. It snatched. I felt it. My phone leave my hand, and I thought that they had it, but they literally stopped a meter in front of me to look back. And I was like, yeah, let's go. But I can understand, and I can even relate to wanting to fight someone or even run from someone, but not just give up your belongings.